We all understand picture. Perception, this is the crunch word in the PPDT. And perception depends upon you as individuals. Okay? Because everybody perceives. When you see a picture, right? Everybody perceives in the way he wishes to. There's nothing standardized that you see a picture and say this is what it has to be. That precisely we want to test as to what do you perceive and how you generate the discussion. Right? Now in the PPDT, it is conducted in different phases. Right? Now initially you are in the PPDT, firstly you are being briefed. The assessor here will be briefed. There are three assessors sitting. The interviewing officer, the psychologist and the GQ. And the GQ is the one who takes the briefing part. Okay? Now in the briefing, actually what he does is that he tells you how the test is going to be conducted and what you are supposed to do. Okay? Now the conduct of the test will be that you will be shown a picture on a big screen. This is a small screen, but it will be on a big screen. Nothing to write, please. Do not write anything. Concentrate and listen and register it in your memory card. That is more important. Okay? Now, the picture which is shown to you is normally vague. We leave it vague so that we want to see as to what you perceive in the picture. So that we understand how you perceive the picture and how do you generate it. Now the picture is shown for how many seconds? 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Right? Picture is shown for you 30 seconds. Now when the picture is shown to you, don't just look at it and start writing. Because for writing you get a minute more. Okay? How many minutes do you get for writing? 4. So you have to write a story for 4. So you have got enough time to write a story. First perceive the picture. See what the picture says. What is the background in the picture? And how many characters, etc., etc. Right? Once you have seen it, before that you are given a sheet of paper. On the sheet of paper, the sheet of paper is given to you, then you have certain columns which are going to be filled, your name, test number, etc., etc. Now in this column, what all do you fill in? I am waiting for you to answer. What is this meant for?
Characters. What is gender?
Number of? Characters. Now it depends upon, if there are far too many characters, you say some characters. Okay? Now having seen the number of characters, then what do? You choose a main character who is around whom the story is going to. And who is this main character?
Us.
You. Right? It is you. That's why we wanted to choose this main character so that what is happening in your mind comes through this main character who you will call Ram, Rahul, Sita, whoever it is. It is your mind which is working there. Having seen this, then you come on to the age profile. What is the general age? We give you the picture may vary. Important test for you to go to clear before you are put through the main SSB testing. So any amount of practice will not harm you. In fact, it will improve your chances of getting through the PPDT. So please pay attention. If you want to do something else, you are most welcome to it. No problem from our side. Now, age profile has to be related to what you are. The thought process, you can't think. Why we ask for age profile is your level of thinking, thought process. You can't think like what I am thinking. When I see a picture, I picture it or I perceive it in a different way. I create a character and give him the age of mine. Because my process will be like that. Understand? Then, what do you do here? Next is the gender. Gender of the characters. Okay? And then you come on to the mood. What the mood generally prevailing there? Okay. Normally this is, the mood is try to keep it as positive as you can. Okay? Anything left out? Now what you do here is, you have again mentioned the characters here. And then what you do is, what does this circle indicate?
Main
The main character that you have chosen. And then of course your this, you start writing. Got it? Now having done this and filled this form, now what you are supposed to do is that the PPDT basically comprises of three parts as far as you are concerned when you perceive it. Is, firstly you identify the character. Now, what is the background of the character? Like you say, there is a boy who are identified, or a boy there, age so. You are giving him a slight background. Maybe a student. Maybe anything for the matter. What is happening? What is that boy doing? And what is leading him to this situation? Because when you are painting a situation in the story, what has led that character to the situation? Okay? And having seen that, what do? He has come into the situation, and what is the action that he is going to take? And lastly, what is the outcome? Okay, so when we talk of that, now you have 4 minutes to write the story, right? Now you don't have watches with you. There will be no clock, there will be nothing. So what happens? The time stress is working on you. Okay, so now to write the 4-minute story, we recommend, it is not sacrosanct, that thing is writing. It's just a suggestion that you utilize out of this. You utilize about 30 seconds for introducing the character. Okay? Then say what? 2 minutes for the actual activity, the main action. And then that leaves you with how many? Another maybe about 2:30. You got another 1.5 minutes, 2, 3, 1 minute, right? So 1 minute to 45 seconds to 1 minute could be your conclusion. Now when we talk of conclusion, it is what is the culminating, what is after all the activity, what is the culmination to the story? So that it forms a streamlined system of doing it. Got it? So this is a broad. Now when we say of 30 seconds, again, where's the time? You don't have time. So keep it in the number of sentences, short sentences which you would be writing. Don't get into elaborated long sentences. Maybe about 6 to 7 sentences to introduce a character. Rahul, age so-and-so, mood so-and-so. Okay, all that, and then he is a so-and-so, and what is he doing at that moment? Main story, having come into that, what has he observed and what is he going to do with his group? And lastly, having done, taken action, what is the outcome of the entire process? Got it?
Yes, sir.
Generally, in other, maybe we all talk the same language, all the SSS will be talking the same language. Okay, now when we do this, your story becomes concise. So this is the second stage of story writing. Now what is the third stage? What is the third stage? In your story? Correct? After you have written your After you finish your work, written work, the papers are withdrawn from you. So it is mandatory that you remember what you write. But you need not mug your story. Don't mug it verbatim. Understand the plot of the story and try to put it forward in your own words. Now to narrate the story, how much do you get? 1 minute. So don't keep on prolonging the character and saying this, thereby this. And the story should be again follow the same system, should come gradually and concluded. In bullet form, your story should come out. Understood? So you have finished each, it comes by turn. Normally you are made to sit in a semi-circular manner in a seniority wise. Each group would comprise between 12 to 15 candidates. The assessors would be sitting in front. Forget the assessors. You just ignore them. They are there to assess, let them do their job. You have to concentrate on your group. So when your group is sitting, you would be sitting here and the 3 assessors are sitting here. Now your concentration has to be on your looking at your group members. Understood? And not on the assessors. Okay? Even if you say something, don't look at the assessor, say, have you noted my point? That's not your job. Let them do their job. Got it? So having done this, the story starts off from the first to the last. And then after that, once everybody narrates the story, you come to the
Group discussion.
Now this is very, very important. Whatever story you have spoken, we have taken note of it. But in the discussion, you need to participate in the discussion. It is mandatory. When we talk of participating in the discussion, does not by any chance mean repeating the same ideas of somebody what he said. We want to see whether what story you have said, are you able to sell your theme into, and get it incorporated into the main story or the group story. Got it? Now the discussion for this, say maybe 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, depending on the assessor, how the discussion is generated. Okay? And after that comes the group story. Now having once the discussion is over, then the assessor will say that okay, let's have the group story. Now when the assessor asks for the group story, don't try to be too smart to get it immediately, thinking that if I give the group story, I will get more attention from the assessors. No. Wait for a fraction of a second. In case you are nominated by the group, well and good. Now nomination of the group will be based on how much of participation and coordination the individual has done as part of the group discussion. Got it? So you have to participate. In case nobody is nominated or nobody gets up, then you are most welcome to get up and say, friends, may I give the group story? And give the group story. Got it? Now when you give the group story, if you repeat the same story which you have written, possibly it may not gel with the group, though the group will be listening to you. You try to take the points given by the entire members, and when you are coordinating the story along with during the discussion, narrate the story which has evolved from the discussion. Okay? Got it? So these are the basics as far as the PPDT is concerned. Now there are certain things in this, in the PPDT, that when you narrate your story, narrate deliberately. Don't be in a hurry that, oh, I got only 1 minute and you've got a very long story to narrate. Don't rush. When you speak, if you speak fast, what happens? People will not understand what you have said. So be deliberate and talk. Now this 1 minute again is sacrosanct. It is not sacrosanct as such when it comes to the SSL. In case your story is good and there is some action which you are trying to mention about, then what happens is that they may even give you a little more time. But if they find that you're trying to drag your story, then they will say, okay, next. Asking you to cut. Okay? So, deliberate. You need not use high-flown English. Simple. Power of expression does not imply your ability to command over a particular language. It is your ability to express your views in a manner which is understood by everybody. Okay? So, be deliberate in that. Now, while a candidate is narrating the story, the remaining should concentrate on the candidate and listen to what he or she is saying. Don't get stressed looking down, looking up, looking right, looking left. Don't get distracted. Concentrate. Don't keep chatting between yourself. Again, that what does it imply? You are ignoring the candidate, the speaker. Pay attention. Okay? So, and when you're talking to the group, look at each individual. Don't look up, down, left, right. What does that indicate? You're trying to take your eyes away from the main group members. Your level of confidence. That means you're shy to even face your people. Okay? So, concentrate on that. Look at that. Okay? Now suppose you get stuck. When you start mugging a particular story which you have written, what happens? You tend to forget and then you start looking around. What did I write there? Deliberate the story in your own words based on what you have written. Got it? Now, so this is very, very important. And your body language, when you sit down there in your posture. The posture, sit erect, sit properly, it is this. Hand gestures, if you want to, okay, but minimize it. Okay? Right. So, these are certain things very important. Secondly, when the others are talking, you as a listener, concentrate. Don't smile, don't look at him, make gestures. Because the assessors will watch not only the speaker, but everybody in the group. Everybody, your body language, how you're sitting, whether you're shaking your leg, what is your situation, everything gives us an indication. So, attention. Okay. Now when it comes to the discussion part, now let us say everybody wants to jump into the discussion. But everybody cannot. Everybody starts speaking. Let somebody who will speak. But at the earliest opportunity, you should get into the discussion. Okay? In case you happen to agree to certain views of the speaker, you say, yes, I agree with so-and-so, but don't just repeat, I agree, and then stay quiet. That is no participation. You have to add on your own issues and try to push it to get it incorporated in the main story. Got it? Now while the discussion, let us say you give a point and somebody comes and you say, yeah, that is not possible. Don't get agitated. Maintain your cool. Don't raise your voice. Okay? Or don't shout your way out. Okay? Maintain a composed body. Your voice should be moderate. Explain. Explain logically, try to explain why you gave that issue point. And convince the group. Understood? So, these are certain basic things which you have to do. Got it? I will show you two pictures. First, the moment we show you the first picture, again, automatically the time will go off after 30 seconds. And then you automatically start writing your story. After 4 minutes, story over. Now we don't give you the paper and all that. You have your own paper with you, your books mentioned in that. Write the story. After the first picture, story writing is over. we will project the second picture to you. Again, you see the picture, again write your own story. Once you have finished the second picture story writing, then we will reorganize itself. The seating plan, like we decided, we'll have the two groups, and then we'll have one group who will participate in the first picture discussion, while the second group will be audience. And after a break, we'll have the second group taking part in the discussion, and the first group will be the audience. Now, after each group has done the discussion and we've asked for the entire group story, then we will have a discussion. Both the SSL will have a discussion on your performance. We will try to give you a feedback on your individual performance and then give you a general rating. How was the performance? Acceptable, not acceptable. And where you require more improvement. Got it? This is for your own betterment. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You able to see there?
Yes, sir. One character from the story, Charles, 25, who is a repair and a mechanic, and he loves his profession a lot. And one day, a rich family actually approaches him and asks to fix their windows. And because of that, he comes to their house and sees what the problem is. So when he sees the problem, and they also told him that the previous requirement of the mechanic couldn't fix this problem. So when he went to the house and saw what the problem is, he understood what he has to do. They were measuring the window sill length correctly. And so what he did was he measured the window and the sill's length correctly and factored it. And then he fixed it properly and gave them a guarantee for 3 years that it will be fine. And the thing is that after 3 years, the owners approached him and thanked him for actually helping them. And the thing is that the window sill was actually standing still even after 3 years. Thank you.
Gentlemen, in this picture, I am talking about one main character, more positive. Main character is Ruchi. Ruchi is a professional painter. Once he get a work for building a new old building, he install the building and install the area and start work. He start work. When he start work, there is a problem. Difficulties from second floor. He started painting smoothly and readily. When after completing the work, the owner is coming and saw this work and said this go to nice painting and all and pay the extra bonus for seeing this work. Thank you.
Gentlemen, I perceived one male character. His age is 24 years old and his mood is positive. One day when he was coming from his college, he saw that his door is locked and his younger brother who had locked the door has lost the keys. So he decided to take the wicket key from inside the house. So he managed to bring a long rope so that he can climb on the roof. So he flew on the roof and managed to go up and he successfully get into the house from roof door. And he grabbed key from inside and opened the door and he sure himself before going outside he took a duplicate key
Right. Friends, I have seen the picture where one person is trying to climb the apartment with the help of the rope. So one day, Lokesh, so I was one character in the picture where this age will be between 20 to 24 years. So Lokesh is the main character of the picture. He's an engineering graduate. One day he went on a walk on the street and he observed that there is a crowd which is the crowd which is held in the like bottom of the in the below of the house. He finds out that there is a fire accident in the house, and he also gets to know that one child got stuck in the apartment. So he cleverly observes the rope nearby, and with the help of the rope, he tries to climb the apartment. So as when he climbs the apartment, there was the fire in that. So he tries to like. He tries to help this child and ask the other neighbors for the help to help this child. Later, the fire extinguisher came and it had the fire.
Friends, from the picture was shown earlier, I perceived one male character, age 24, and another female character. The mood is neutral, and the action of the story is fire in the building. Akash, a 24-year-old, when coming from playing, saw smoke coming outside of the building, and he rushed and informed the bystanders about it. And then he went in the building with the help of a rope nearby and rescued a female who was stuck in the fire in the house. Then the ambulance and the police came, and they thanked him for his bravery and appreciated him. Thank you.
Friends, in the picture, I saw a house with a rope lying on it and a person trying to climb it. So the main character of my story is Raghu. Raghu is an 18 years old young student who is just now completed his 12th board and was enjoying his holidays. During the holidays, he came to know about an adventure camp which was going to organize in his locality. After knowing what will be happening in the adventure camp, he got to know that there will be also rope climbing in adventure camp. After seeing that, Raghu realized that he needs no rope climbing. So that he can enjoy the full adventure camp, he took the help of his neighbor and started to rope climb. Firstly, he tied a rope to his balcony and tried to climb with the supervision of the neighbor who was an expert rope climber. After some efforts, initially it was getting a bit difficult for him to climb the rope, but through constant practice and regular practice, he finally climbed the rope and noted down how the way to climb a rope. Finally, during the adventure camp, he climbed the rope, he enjoyed each and every activities of the adventure camp, and all over, the adventure camp was fun for him. Thank you.
Gentlemen, I am pursuing a male character of age group 16, whose name is Ramani, and he is a very joyful and playful child. Today was the evening, and as regular, he used to go to play with his friend, who is residing 2 kilometers away from his house. So, he decided to go to his friend's house. While he decided to go to his friend's house, he took all the kids to play. But when he reached his friend's house, Raman found out that he and his friend's parents both were talking about something. So, without not letting them both of their parents, he decided to go to the backyard of their house and call his friend through the window. And then he climbed up, he called his friend through the window, who initially was declining to come, but at the later stage he agrees to come with Raman. In the meantime, Raman had finally realized that his intentions were not correct. Without letting the others know about the play activity and going without informing them would not have been a very good activity. So what he does is, he again went to both of the parents and he greets them and says about his mistake. And both of the parents agreed that this mistake should not be committed again. And finally, both of them came out of their house. And finally, Raman's friend came out of his house and both of them went to a park with both of their parents. Thank you.
Next, in this picture, I have perceived 2 characters. The one main character name is Praveen, and his friend character name is Deepak. The Deepak is sleeping inside the room, and the Praveen, who is a 23-year-old graduate who is studying for UPSC exam, as returning from the home, he lost his key, so he tried to climb the pipeline and called his friend Deepak, who is sleeping inside the room. So, and with the help of the stick, he is calling his friend Deepak so that he can wake up and open the door with the help of another key which has been locked by the Praveen when he go to the classes. Thank you.
Friends, what I have seen in the image is a man climbing through with a rope on top of the building. And what I perceived in this image is a man named Rajesh, and his age is approximately 18 years old. He's studying in a 12th class, and he's returning home, and he saw a cat which was almost about to fall and was hanging on a ledge. Without any moment of hesitation, Rajesh was called for help, and he waited there. But he sees that the call for help will take some while, so being a brave and courageous person he is, Rajesh called to help the cat himself. He took a rope and he managed to somehow climb to the top of the building and save the cat. He climbed down perfectly fine, and later he found the cat owner and returned the cat. The cat owner thanked him for his bravery and courage. Thank you.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. In this picture, I have perceived one male character of the age about 18 years old and in the positive mood. So, John was a male studying in 12th standard. He was studying for his 12th board exams near his window. Outside his window, when he just saw, he saw that there was a bird outside which was injured. Seeing this injured bird, he couldn't rest. So, using a rope, he was a courageous man, so using a rope, he went outside and he then just took the bird in. For a few weeks, he nursed the bird, the bird's leg was injured, he nursed it, and for 2 weeks, he kept it. He fed it, he did everything he did, and after 2 weeks, he returned it to the forest nearby. His parents and his friends praised him for these actions of helping the nature. Thank you.
And put them into this concern. So he further on spread awareness about it in his neighborhood and made them aware of these abandoned houses.
he worked with the police to identify many other abandoned houses in the neighborhood and help them identify further stashes of stolen goods. Thank you.
Friends, I perceive one main character in this picture whose name is Akshay and who is in the age group of about 20 to 23 years old, who was just enjoying a holiday in his house when suddenly he saw that a fire had started in his house. So without wasting a moment, he used his intelligence and quick thinking to use the curtains, join them together and use it as a rope to get out of the house. So he uses the curtains, gets out of the house and goes to the neighbors to get first aid and inform the same to the fire department and also spreads the fire from spreading. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to one another. From this story, I have captured that a man is trying to climb the house with a piece of rope. Ram Gopal Verma, a 30-year-old person who is working as an assistant officer in nearby town college. As he completed his college, he is coming for the lunch. He heard a voice that a woman is screaming for help. As he followed the voice, he saw that a woman is screaming for the help from the window. He tried to go into the house and tried to open the door, but he can't open the door and understood that the door is stuck due to a mechanical problem. So he tried to save her and she fell unconscious. He went to the outside and saw a window and he planned to bring a rope to make a hook of it and attach to the window and save her. He bring a rope and attached to the window and broke it and saved her and informed her parents that the whole story and the parents thanked him for his brave. Thank you.
Friends, I saw a road in the picture, and on the right side of the road I saw a house. On the left side of the road I saw some bushes. And the main character of the story is Christina, who is a civil engineer and was asked to look out for a solution for expanding the road because of the traffic they were getting on other roads. So Christina, along with her teammates, gathered the equipment and she was surveying the locality, looking for a solution to expand, how to expand the road. There she saw most of the place on the left side of the road is not residential. So she decided, along with her team, that a plan could be made out of there and the road could be expanded there. She proposed this idea to the authorities and the action was taken accordingly. Thanks.
Friends, in this picture, I saw a person hanging by a balcony who has a rope tied to her back. In my story, I have perceived a main character to be a lady of age 25 years. Her name is Arvi, and she works in a fire extinguisher company. What happened was when a girl was playing by the balcony, she just happened to slip and fall on the balcony, and the main character Arvi comes and helps her to get down. Thank you.
Friends, in the picture shown to us, I have seen smoke coming out of the window building and a man trying to climb it. I have perceived a man of age 26 on the moon. My story goes first. Karthik, 26 years old, is working as an assistant in a 90 lakh construction company. One fine day, when two employees were working in the first floor of the building prior to lunch, unfortunately, a short circuit broke out due to excessive heat in the equipment, and the two employees fell unconscious as the fire catch the fuel appliance source. Karthik, being in the ground floor, noticed the smoke coming out of the building and rushed to unlock the door. However, it is locked since both employees are inside. So he took a rope immediately from the emergency tools and pulled it to the first floor. And immediately he climbed it up. Firstly, shut the MCB so that it should not catch any other appliances, and then rescued the two employees. And the two employees were brought down safely and both were rushed to hospital. The employees were recovered and the damage was controlled. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. In this picture, I saw one man climbing the house through window. Yogesh, being the male lead, aged 17 years and moved in politics. Yogesh is a part of his school football team, and he spent most of his daytime doing practice with his friends for the upcoming tournament. One day, when he came back home from ground, he saw the door is shut and his friends were not at home. But he got some really urgent work to do from school. So he collected some clothes from his bag and tied them to make up a rope and tied one end of the rope with string and threw this to his room and climbed and come to complete his work. Thank you.
About the fire broke out, and the person is trying to save the person who was stuck there, so we can make a story at that point. Who has observed that some fire is
we can consider as because there is no any lead of fire. And this, so we can say
Yes, that's not the story.
let us ask.
So gentlemen, in our whole story, in the picture, firstly we saw a person climbing out of a rope which is tied to a balcony. So we all concluded that there is a fire break in the nearby neighborhood where the person, the main protagonist of the story is Shreyas, who is a 17-year-old or 18-year-old young boy who was going to marketplace, and then he saw that there is a fire outbroke and the people were there. So firstly, he called the fire brigade and ensured that the people were rescued or not. When he got to know that a person, a young child around 12 to 13 years old, was stuck in the house, he immediately tried to open the door, but since he was not able to open, he took a rope, tied it, and then went to the first floor of the building, and with the help of the rope helped the child to come down and return to the ground floor. Finally, the child was saved and the fire brigade came and the child was given appropriate first aid, and Shreyas was happy. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Now let's get down to now. So what happens is discussion has to be active. Okay. And we also told you in general around it earlier, we told you there has to be action in whatever you have done. Some action of something realistic, right? So let's go individually. I give out what I have observed, and then the Thomas will tell you whatever, in case I missed out something, his observation. Then we will tell you what exactly where you stand. Okay, but this whatever we made you, please, it is only for your own improvement. Understood? Don't take it, yeah, what happened. No. Now, build up on what that is. Where the from. Okay? Now, let's go to just number 5. Now, your idea is a very low line of repairing a window. Okay? That is no idea. Okay? What is it? You see, you must understand. PPDT also brings up all the values there. All the values, level of thinking. What is there actually? What is the level of thinking is what we see. Your communication is not a big problem, but you are still under a lot of stress.
Yes.
But stress you are. But your idea, low level. Absolutely low level. Okay? And it has to be something of material. Okay? So, what we'll tell them in this training later, yeah, you will बता दें इनको
and then each
okay,
case.
fine. Okay, so that is your main point. So your story was not really interesting, you know. Okay, it does not bring out any qualities in you, but which we can give you really anything. Okay, we'll come to that. Stress, you have to overcome. Understood? 9. Your idea was very low. Okay? Very low idea. Your communication is affected by stress. So much of stress you are under. Your communication gets affected. You tend to forget. Okay? Participation in the discussion, there was hardly even you. hardly any participation. Right. Okay. Improve. We have to participate more on that. Okay. That is what it is. I get very low, so I don't want to comment on it. See, please understand one thing. This is PPDT, perception. Your perception, whatever you have perceived is what you have proved. But that perception is what we try to do a postmortem of to find out if there is any masala in it or is it routine. Have you understood? Okay. So that is as far as you are concerned. Now, certain things are very visual. Just number 10. You spoke about losing a key, right? What was the story?
He lost his key.
Lost the key.
Brother lost his key.
Okay. He lost the key. So what he has done? He used a rope to climb. Please understand, where is the rope coming from? If a passerby is going, are you carrying a rope and going? Is there anybody inside there? If you have lost the key, why should he go by the window to open it? He can go and break the door and pick somebody else to open it. How? You have to be little pragmatic also in your thought process. It has to be practical. Okay. What was your character? Who was your character? What was his age?
24 years.
24 years. What was he doing?
He was
He is coming to the room but he has lost his key. If you had lost the key, what you would do?
brought second duplicate key from inside.
Or help somebody get a carpenter do it. Rope. If you have a rope climber, it makes you sense. But you don't have anything. And it's on the first floor. The picture you have said is on the first floor, right? Where is the key? Where is the room? Which room? First floor or ground floor?
First floor.
You use a rope only for the first floor, right? Be a little more practical than that. Okay? Stress, too much of stress, your communication is affected by stress. Okay? And tendency to look down. You have a tendency to keep looking down. Address it to your group members. Okay, I told you that your group members are more important than anything. Okay, show your level of confidence there. Just number 30. You had a good idea, which practically that idea was sold in the group solution. Okay, that idea came out in the group solution. Practical. Good, there was action in that. But your communication, because of stress, you tend to forget and stammer. Understood? So we have to build up the confidence of yours. Thought process was okay. I have nothing to talk about your this. Participation, though your idea was bought by people, you took a little participation in your idea, but your idea was bought by people. Okay, but your participation has to be improved on that. 14. Okay, your idea was okay, but then the action which you suggested was inform the police and the fire department. Right? Who came and then your activity has to be, the information is not there, your action. We want you to get involved in that. You have informed the fire department, you have the police, okay, fine. But what is your role? Only inform. So, then you said the ambulance came and picked up the people and then took them and all that. But you need to also get involved in the action part. How? Okay, something like that. Right. Communication is no problem with you. Communication is okay, but a little stress. Okay, there is a lot of stress in that which you have to sort it out. Now 16. Your idea is a little visual on that. Right? Practicing rope climbing using the window and the rope. Okay. Think about it. Bring a little more practical solution to it. Okay, you need not tie a rope to the window to rope climbing. So it has to be a little more practical. But coordination of the story and bringing in the idea later, that way you score little marks. You switched over, you forgot your idea of rope climbing and took the idea suggested by the candidate test number 13 and incorporated the story. That's a plus point in you. Communication, no problem. Confidence, you are okay. Okay? Just number 17. Your participation in the discussion gave you the plus point, but your story as such was a low-lying story. Okay, it was a low-lying story. It was a normal routine story. But your participation in the discussion, switching over and getting in that has given you a little plus point as far as you are concerned. So you need to improve your story part. Okay. Test number 18. Your idea was also very low. Okay. But your participation in the discussion again gave you a little plus point. Okay. But not enough. Your idea also happened. Now what has happened? What does it indicate? Suppose your idea which you have narrated is something and what you are giving. Now you have tried to buy somebody else's idea, but your idea, your thought process as an individual is low. Understood? So that is where it is. Your participation was fairly okay in this, but just number 19. Your story. What was your story?
Sir, Rajesh was rescuing a cat which was almost falling down.
Sir, you yourself tell me, there is no story. There is a cat, he wants to rescue that, the thought is good. But that is not the activity that we are looking at. There must be some good action. Okay. Saving a bird, somebody gave a bird also in between. Somebody gave a cat also in between. These are all good idea, good thought that you are born with. But that is not what we are looking at. Now, where was the cat? If the cat would have been sitting on the wall, right? How did you go to rescue the cat?
On a ledge.
Ledge. How ledge? Now ledge. From there he used the rope to go down to pick up the cat.
No, Rajesh went up and held the cat.
Okay. So think of a better idea. Right? But your participation has been nothing in the discussion. You started to speak, but then you withdrew. You withdrew and then sat quiet. Good spectator. You have to participate. Okay? Stress little, but you have to improve on your stress also. Right? You again, just number 19, right? Yeah, you also, your communication got affected. Both of you, 19 also. And 20. 21, right? Yeah, 21. What was your story?
My story was that John, who was a student, he saw an injured bird outside on a ledge.
You are the one with the bird, right? Good thought. We give a credit for the thought, but there has to be more action. Okay. But the plus point is that your discussion. In the discussion, you were quite active, particularly when it came to the second half, which was there. Your participation along with the next candidate, it was good. That gave you a little leverage and mileage. But as an individual, story was a low key. Okay? So that needs improvement, definitely an improvement. You also switched sides from the bird to the fire brigade and got there. Right? Okay. 23. Okay, you're okay. Not a problem, but your individual story. Okay, and what you came out with the group story. Now, when you narrated, who narrated the group story? You only, right? Your group, what was discussed, you cut short into 2 lines and bring the story. Come on. Now, please follow what is supposed to be followed, what you have followed in the written needs to be followed even in your talking. I have identified so many characters. Same thing in the group story, you say we have identified so many characters. Their profile is what this is on. Okay, and this is the main character. Don't forget the template. Place a template. You have to place a template. And if you cut short the story in 2 lines, the story was disjointed. We really didn't understand what was discussed and what you revealed were totally different. Okay? Get to the story. Okay? But still, possibly because you are nominated, you get that little leverage. Okay? So, that is as far as you are concerned, but definitely you have to be getting through. 25.
Yes.
Yeah. The theme was okay, but you didn't sell, you were not able to sell the idea at all. Right? And participation, hardly anything, but your theme was good. Okay, more of participation, more of this. You should sell your idea. That is where your ability to influence the group. But your idea was incorporated as fire was there.
Yes.
Okay? So that way you have the leverage with you. Participation you have to do. Next, 27.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What was your story?
Sir, he is a professor who helped.
He's a mechanical engineer and he brought somebody, right? What is it? Mechanical problem was there. What was the story? Your story?
Sir, he is a mechanic. He is a professor who is going to his home for lunch. Meanwhile, he listened to screams of a woman and tried to save her, but her door was locked, so he wanted to go from the outside and help her window.
Yeah. Your participation is what got you the plus point from outside. But stress, tendency to forget is there. Right? A little more depth, a little more deliberate in your expression. Go ahead. Okay. 23. 28. Okay. I really didn't understand your story.
Sir, I didn't see any math.
That's why your story follows you about that. This, whether you see, sitting there, if you would not see, something was there, right?
Yeah, the building was the thing that I was able to see, and
That is the perception, that is what it is made. We want you to perceive what is happening there and build up a story.
building, road, and bushes. That's what I saw.
So your story really, I didn't understand what you wanted to say. Okay. So, more important, one more thing I'd like to tell you is, your written work you made, right? Now you have seen what was the discussion. You had the advantage of seeing the other candidates. Take advantage of that. Take advantage of that and build up a story. Now you got the plot of what was generally happening. Everybody is seeing one character. Everybody is seeing something hanging. Somebody is climbing. But your participation has been zero. You have not been able to participate. Right? Stress upon this idea which has been given and say, yes, that is what it is. Reinforce and give add-on to it. Okay. So, story, no, and participation, no. Right? 29. You spoke of a character who is from fire brigade or from fire extinguisher company. Now, what did you imply by fire extinguisher company? Fire brigade. Okay, fire brigade, okay. I thought so it was fire brigade, but anyway, but the idea is loaded. Action is not there. And you contain your story in 2 minutes and finish it off. Participation, you are a silent spectator. You try to speak, but scared. Must participate. Okay? 32. Participation good. Your story was okay. No problem with that. Communication is okay. I think you're okay. But more of this participation has to be there. Okay? Ultimately, your story also will be brought out. The theme was generally the same. You have to speak of. You spoke of towards the end a little, but more of acting. participation required. 33, I did not understand, you spoke of something, tying a brick onto a rope and throwing the rope. I have not understood what you said.
Basically, he is making a rope with the resources which we have, like stocking, what stocking and extra depth we have, like make a rope with it and tie a brick with it and then throw it to the balcony and climb it simply.
With some action.
Yes.
Okay. And you try to participate, but not sufficient enough for you to be graded well. Okay. So generally this is what, but now Thomas will give you his points and then we will tell you what it is like. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. All right, close your eyes again for a moment because you are tuned up to sir's voice. Now listen to me. Take 3 long breaths. Calm down. Aim is to train you. The aim is to train you so that you build up better next. And especially the second lot must give a better performance. Okay, open your eyes. Adequately, more than required, sir has briefed you pretty well, individually also. However, some areas which from my side that I would like to bring to your notice is, today morning you wrote 12 stories, correct? Yes, sir. What happened today? None of you could articulate a good story with a theme. Except for one candidate, others had no theme. And 12 stories you wrote today against time, you wrote pretty good stories. Same thing was supposed to be done here. Except that we are not looking into OLQs and personal traits in your present PPDT story. I expected a better performance. Right? So when you go home, same storyline that you did today morning could have been used today. Right? Okay. What I'll do first is, I'll give out your immediate results and then points, if any, already covered individually. Right? So there are 3 results. Yes, cleared, no doubt. D, doubtful with observation. And N means no. Right? Okay. Test number 5, D. Test number 9, D. Test number 10, D. 13, Y. 14, D. 16, Y. 17, Y. 1 D and 1 Y. So it's 17. No, you got Y, yeah. 17, yeah, Y. 18, 1 D, 1 Y. That he gave you the reason also. And you are just reaching there. You pull yourself up. 19 D and 1 Y. Okay? 21 Y. 25 Y. 23 Y. 25 Y. But 1 is D. Why? No participation. Right? Now, 25 हो गया. 27 Y. 28 2 Ds. 29 2 Ds. 32 Y. You are initially running D oblique Y. But then he told you the point that you picked up. But still, 1 is D and 1 is Y. Okay? 33. Yes, you are 1 Y, 1 D. Okay, the reason also sir has given. Now a quick leftover observation is, firstly, storyline. All of you must have a theme. First step you will do is SCP. What did I tell you about SCP today? Identification of the picture. What you saw in the backdrop, how many characters, and what is your visualization? What is happening? Action. Except for 2 of you, none of them gave SCP. In fact, one of them directly gave perception. How can you have a perception when you have not seen the picture? What did I tell you? P comes last. After describing the picture, this is what I visualize or perceive. So SCP has to be there, right? Morning, I took a quick explanation about what PPT is all about. So this is applicable to all of you. Right. Number 5, you are in a little bad location because you can't collect any point from anyone. So we give you that much, that you couldn't collect any good point from others to articulate it. So it so happened that the first and 2, they suffer. Just too bad that you are sitting too. Right. In your case, like you already said, keep it under pressure and stress. Do mirror, all of you do mirror practice. I told you, go to decathlon, large number of changing rooms are there, get the cutting out the editorial column, read aloud, tape your voice, see the body language there. Stand and, because GT will be checking you in the lecture topic also. Body language gives away 80% of your confidence level. Right? So this is applicable for everyone. All right. Test number Fauji, since both of you are Faujis, you are Marathas, no? And you are? ASC. Listen, competition will be very tough for you. You can't get away with this. Yeah, they are still younger to you. You got 5 years service, 5 years service. Still your confidence level should be better than them. But today their confidence is much better. So build up your confidence, say mirror practice. Don't worry about, I told you, don't worry about language. If need be, mix Hindi and give out your point. But that will show you serial number 18, what is that? Self-confidence. And you have it in you. That's why you are here. Okay? Do mirror practice, record your voice, and then keep looking at the mirror, and your facial expression is very important. Right from the beginning, you are sitting like a robot. Even I was shaking my eyes, I hope you are alive. Give expression to eyes. Don't worry about language. We understand that. Okay? So you get down to that. Don't be hesitant. Don't be stressed. All right. Then 13. Yeah. You took off like a small generator starting. Dub, dub, dub. Maintain a modulation of your voice. The energy level should be take off. All right? Otherwise, the rest of the point as given earlier. You have been given a why. 14. You had all the chances of getting their points, repackage it and sell it. But you didn't participate with the result that those points went for a 6. And you had good points. You didn't push it through. Get down to it. Alright? 16. Try not to dominate. Because in your group discussion, they were wanting to speak. You are raising your voice and trying to dominate. Mellow down. Not that it is wrong, but mellow down because your batch group of NDA and TS will be really strong. So that time you can use that. Okay? So mellow down, but the rest of the point as given out. 16. Your power expression is good, self-confident, your reasoning ability is good, and you use your theme for it. Okay. 17. You have been cleared. 1D. Why? D is because your story level was low. Alright? Build it up. Especially I saw your story writing today, much better than what you spoke. Story has got what? Introduction, POC, main, and happy ending. That's all. I mean, whatever point we are giving is applicable to all of you, by the way. Right? Okay. 18. Power expression under pressure, but you could have used flow of language, like you're using 2 words then 1 word, then 3 words, 2 words. It is like a shuttle service. No. In any portion of your story, 7 to 8 flow must be there. So please do mirror practice. Alright? Then your body language sitting. Alright? Make it a little more loose, looking like a dada. Because both the hands, taking. By the way, when you are sitting there, use your left arm so that you don't touch the other person. Otherwise, you press your toes to say my point, my point, my point. And he may dig at you also. So do use your left arm, give enough space between each other. Alright? So that you are not hurt during discussion. Alright. 19 points clearly given. There's nothing for me to add except you gave up. You are lax. Totally lagged there. Chalo, you carry on talk. I'm not talking. You did well in the beginning, first half. But after that, chalna. No, fight the battle till the end. Alright? Fight doesn't mean yelling around. And you had the best chance. You got 8 of their points, which I told you in the morning. If he says love, you say affection. Point is the same. Alright? Use that. Okay, 21. Yeah, you have been cleared. 25, 23 cleared. Yeah, 25. You had such a golden opportunity. Your presentation story, everything was fine. Only problem with all of you is eye contact. All of you are only looking at one side as if your neck is stuck. You have to address both the sides. Do bit drama. I told you, it's all dramatics in the first day. But using serial number 7, what is that? IQ. Common sense. So please address both the sides. Do a little bit of drama also. I am enjoying participating. That itself will carry the whole thing. Alright? That nobody did it. We only kept on talking, discussing one side only. Or two of you are looking at the sky. One of you looking at your feet. Why? You are supposed to have eye contact. So keep your eye contact going, all of you. Alright. 23, 25, 27. Yeah, 27, same flow. Sometimes you use 2 words, then 1 word. 3 words, then 1 word. Have a flow. Okay, I couldn't make out anything of your story. You are trying to grasp what exactly you are trying to convey. For that, you have to do mirror practice and record your voice. Otherwise, other points are clear for you. Do mirror practice. 28 to 9. You are much better than what you told me. Yesterday, you were very nervous. Today, you are not nervous. But what happened was that you could have easily collected their points and use it for yourself. Because nobody will open their mouth while you are telling a story. Later on, group discussion, they may. So please, this lot from serial number 14 onwards, take advantage of the points of others and translate it for your use. Because I told you, everyone is a smarty coming there and they'll try to overwhelm you. I told you, keep your head on your shoulders, just collect their points only and repackage it. Understood? What happened to you, 29? I expected a better performance from you. But you have been very quiet, your facial expression that somebody is going to murder you. Why that expression? It's fine. Are you going through any trouble or problem? I told the same point in the class also when you're writing a story. A stern look, a headmistress look, it won't help. Your body language should be much more cheerful. Alright? So that we also get encouraged, yeah, here is a candidate. And you have the potential, it is not that. When you started off the story, I thought you will take the cake. But then what you did was, you forgot to do SCP. You didn't identify the picture. I told you SCP, you've got to identify the picture. So you are a potential candidate. All of you, otherwise you won't be here. Please do mirror practice, see your facial expression, record your voice, and you started off well, but you got caught up, you didn't participate in a group discussion. Yeah, 33. Your voice is monotonous. I went to sleep. Because I don't know what you're trying to convey. And especially you are getting a wonderful chance to get 18 views from them. You should have repackaged it and you also do mirror practice, record your voice, see that there's a flow. Alright? You have been given what? Y and D, I think. 1 Y, 1 D. Yeah? That means you are in the borderline, you can pull up. Overall, this batch is a fiery brand, I agree. But the only thing is, there has to be some depth in your stories with a theme. Right? Okay. Any point is there, you can ask sir. We will clarify now before we take a break and then we prepare the other team. Anyone? Ask sir.
One point. See, when you are having a discussion toward the end, in case you notice that there are some people who are trying to speak and whose ideas, who you are trying to inform in the story, and there are some silent spectators, give them an opportunity. Try to give them a moment. Let's hear them out. Give them a chance. Don't keep on talking and keep repeating the same thing. You go again, there's no meaning. Give people opportunity. And there are some silent spectators who are trying to speak, but then did not. Give them a chance. Encourage them to speak, not only here, anywhere in group discussion. We always look forward to it. This shows your factor too, your ability to adjust in the group, your cooperation, your adaptability. Okay. So,
yeah, ask.
Anything else?
You said that there wasn't any proper theme for
Sorry?
proper theme. What would have been ideal theme for this?
You tell me now, because it is your perception. I may say organizing ability or a social issue, but what is your perception about it? That you give it out. I told you, 21 out of the 21, you got so many themes available there. Social issue, adventure, organizing ability, all these are there. No? You did it in the morning, no? With a central theme. What happened to that? All right. So,
you have to grab the points. When given an opportunity, you people have the advantage of the first person has a disadvantage. Possibly having about his own story. But as you keep coming here, you gather your story should be the best. But your participation is equally important. Only giving a story has no meaning. You have to sell it.
Trying to discount one point. Please don't nominate anyone. Where are you? 10th. That means you're trying to run away from responsibility. Do not nominate anyone. I told you in the morning, still you repeated it. By you pointing a finger at 23, you are embarrassing him. Probably he's not prepared or not mentally prepared to stand up. He was shaky. So in other words, you are running away from taking responsibility of being a leader. I told you in the morning. In case nobody is volunteering, count 10 in your mind, then you raise your hand. May I? And then get up and give. Have you got it? Done?
Nomination has to be when the other person is coordinating everything, automatically know he is the best person to deliver the story. Then it makes sense. Okay? Like what you said, don't shy away with the responsibility. Instead of nominating, why did you get up and give the story?
Yourself.
You should tell the story itself. It's a friend, can I? But then, don't immediately jump. That also may go again. But since you have your story has been adopted by them in this,